What's up, everybody? What's going on? Alex, DFB, Neo, how y'all doing? Anyway, we're supposed to be getting some news today. Just don't know when it's going to come. So, hopefully soon. We're supposed to get a dev log today, and then the dev stream, of course, is tomorrow. So what y'all up to today? Quicksilver, what's going on? Let's see. I haven't done Magus Quarters in a long time. Molten Citadel. Anyway, just going to do some public C7 maps and wait for that devlog to post. Oh, it's up now. Even better. Let's look. Here we go. Just posted. Very nice. Alright, let me see if I can't get it. Bring it up on stream here. There we go. Alright, devlog 102, Into the Snow. Greetings, Defenders. There's a ton of new features and content on the horizon, so it's time to give a little inside peek as to what's coming in the next update for Dungeon Defenders 2. Mod improvements, elemental combos, blockade buffs, and even more that we're not talking about just quite yet. Alright, from Lalta here, we've been working incredibly hard on getting this update out to you before the new year and really put in some serious time. While there is new content coming, the new map looks amazing. There's some image down below. The new map. Aha! They left that art on the top. Alright, so we are getting a new map. That's pretty awesome. It's funny, you'd think they'd put that up here. Alright, where were we? I got distracted by the words new map. We did a really big push to make a lot of systems feel a ton better. A little while ago, we improved mod drops and promised that there was a phase 2 for this system. Mark covers the changes down below. Background music is too high. I think it might just be that one song. Let me just skip. Because I haven't adjusted the music at all versus yesterday. It's the same levels. And on my decibel meter it looks fine. So yeah, I think it was just that song. Anyway. See, we did a really big push to make a lot of systems feel a ton better. See, Mark will cover this below. Players want elemental combos to be awesome, so we went through and did our phase 1 pass on them, with more coming in future updates. There's been a lot of feedback on blockades being viable, and boy do we bring the heat with them. There was no issue with blockades being viable. There was an issue with blockades being necessary, or required. There's additional features that are coming. You'll see most of them laid out in the patch notes that come with the update. We're excited for you to get your hands on this update. We're just polishing things up a little bit before we release it. There's a dev stream tomorrow, December 7th, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, where we're going to show some of them off. Don't miss it. Alright, from Mark here. It's been a while since we've last spoken. Been doing a ton of mod-related work over the interim, but alas, I was threatened by Lalta to keep it all under wraps. Luckily, 'tis finally the season of giving. I've been given the okay to give you some major bean spillage on what I and the other trendy elves have been up to in our workshop. Mark has got to flower it up. Just give us the facts, Mark. It's story time with Mark. Recently, the trendy elves had started seeing a huge amount of holiday wishes come our direction, and all said the same thing. All I want for Christmas is a perfect mod. Many of you felt that it took way too long to find those perfect mods, and that waiting forever was just no fun. Let me see. I'm going to skip through story time with Mark here. Alright, rates for higher quality mods have been significantly increased with last hotfix. The update is coming to earlier to PS4. I would seriously doubt it. There's, what, been 2 updates out of the last 100 updates that have gotten to PS4 earlier? I mean, it might. It depends on the authentication, how, you know. Alright. On average, you should see a perfect mod about every 4 hours of active gameplay. Gone are the days where the ground is cluttered with nothing but mods, as red as Rudolph's nose. Okay, we already know all this. Mark, the increase to drop rate sounds fine and dandy, but you see I have a problem. The problem is bad luck. Let's see. Come on, where's the meat? Playing 50 hours and still not seeing a perfect mod feels worse than getting a lump of coal in your stocking. Yep. I haven't seen a perfect mod in about 10 hours. Okay, there we go. Here's meat. If you haven't seen a perfect mod in about 10 hours of active gameplay, then we will guarantee that a perfect will drop for you. That's right. At worst, see one perfect mod in less than 10 hours, as long as you are actively playing. If you play in multiplayer and get the legendary loot bonus, the amount of time it takes to guarantee this perfect mod gets drastically reduced. I wonder how that's going to work. So now we've increased the perfect mod drop rate and guaranteed that even the unluckiest defenders will see them, but this still doesn't fulfill the other biggie on people's wish list, but looking for the perfect mod. Or I guess talking about mod specifics. There's always something specific you have in mind that you know you'll make your build perfect, and that's the thing you really want a chance at getting. Here we go. It is with great excitement that I announce the introduction of a brand new material, mod rerolling. What? Wow. That is big. Mod rerolling lets you improve your chances of getting the specific quality mods you want in more of a targeted way. Playing maps in our new region, so once again we got to do the new map, will guarantee you a drop of the crafting material, and the potential they possess is amazing. You'll be able to invest in your favorite mods and guarantee yourself a risk-free chance at making it better each time you complete a map. This reroll material makes the time it takes to get the perfect mod you're looking for in a fraction of the time that it takes right now. That is huge. Huge. I hate to say it, but right now is the time to start playing Dungeon Defenders 2. This is massive quality of life for a newer player. For someone versus... Well, like, I can't even compare it to myself because I've been playing for so long, but for a new player versus someone who's playing for a year, this removes so much grind. Wow. A perfect mod. So to recap, perfect mod drop rates were more than doubled in our last hotfix. 6 to 9 mod drop rates were increased too. The update brings with it a new system that guarantees unlucky players a perfect mod in less than 10 hours of active gameplay. I'm still interested. We'll find the date out tomorrow, guys. We don't know yet. I'm still interested on how they're going to implement that. And then mod rerolling is being introduced. Gives you a targeted way to invest in your favorite mods. Well, I can tell you that new map is going to get played like a mofo. Wow. Alright, now all of that is super exciting, but I still have more in my bag of gifts. We've heard You know what? I don't. Okay, I hate to interrupt again, but you know what this all does, Mark? I'm talking directly to Mark now. This redeems you for all of the hate you got over Mastery. Mastery was such a pain in the butt, and Mark did it. This redeems you, Mark. You have been redeemed. Alright. Alright, here we go. It is with great excitement that I can announce mod quality filtering in the inventory. In our new update, the Filter By tab, the last tab in the inventory, now includes an option to filter by mod quality. Wow. That is beast. Selecting this option groups equipment by the highest quality mod on it, highest to lowest. There we go. I am no longer organizing my bags at all. I'm just going to use that all the time. Displays that number on the icon of the equipment itself. That means you can visually scan your equipment with ease and find high quality mods in a jiffy. Tune into the dev stream tomorrow to see for yourself. We've also adjusted the way shard sorting works too. Shards are sorted together by type and then alphabetically. That's good. For example, all defense shards are grouped together and will be listed in alphabetical order. This makes it way easier to find the shard you're looking for. We're open to any feedback after this goes live, but we're excited to get these changes to you. That was it, Trendy. Are looking forward to the release of this update and can't wait to see you play it. We're far from finished when it comes to improving mods in the game, so your continued feedback is always appreciated. That's good stuff right there. That's going to be exciting to see. I mean, that new map, I'm going to have to grind that new map for like 1,000,000 hours. Alright, from Eric. See, hey all, I'm just going to get right into it. The focus for me this update was allowing players to have more chance and agency in what they use while feeling powerful based on their setups. So does that mean balance? I'm going to go over our first step in expanding 2 different systems. Ooh, that happen to work very well together. The first one is the elemental combo system. We think it's a great way for players to expand on making builds they truly feel are their own. The problem with the elemental combo system in the past were either they were the only way to build or they were completely useless. Agreed. The reason for this was not the elemental combo system itself, but more the ability for players to stack crowd controls. Oops, I just did that video this morning. Stack crowd controls over and over again to increase damage output beyond expected values, completely stun locking enemies. Oops. Maybe that was terrible timing for me to put that crowd control video up this morning. Allowing players to pick what kind of towers they enjoy using and use those in nearly every circumstance, as long as they put the time and effort in to get the mod shards for those towers, is a cool and interesting aspect a RPG tower defense can have. For instance, having your cannonball towers oil enemies so your flame aura begins and ignite, or allowing your skyguard to stun enemies knocked up from geyser. Those are cool and interesting interactions that we want players to feel good finding and discovering for their first time, but not have them make all content trivial. This is not the final stage of our combo system, but rather a first step. We're hard at work on back-end systems that need to be altered in order to future-proof additions recreate, and of course give our amazing artists enough time to go forward and make awesome visual effects to show off new and amazing combos. Another quick thing I want to talk about is blockades. Blockades have decreased in use ever since we added shards, and even more so with mods, because crowd control effects are too powerful on our enemies. The reason for this is the many instances of crowd control available at any point in time without any kind of cooldown on using them. Enter diminishing returns. Diminishing returns allow certain passives and shards to increase their base values every time any crowd control is applied on an enemy. Future CCs will have less effect. There's more to talk about on diminishing returns being added, but they added them in but by adding them in, we're able to make elemental combos a lot more interesting, create even more elemental combos in our future patches updates, and buff blockades so they are part of your builds. Alright, that whole area right there, to me, sounds like massive, irritating nerf. Sorry, Eric. Mark got all the glory on this one. So they're not... I mean, we need to get more info tomorrow, of course. You know, I can't go by just a paragraph written here. But unless they have more ways... I mean, I guess it depends on how it works. I mean, right now, water doesn't drench enemies, making water a useless mod. Right now, oil and fire, the ignite combo that they talk about, does nothing but tickle damage, making it completely pointless to use. Because the slow is more powerful than the tickle damage that gets done. Anyway, need more info on that section for sure. I mean, I don't have a problem with diminishing returns. Every game's got diminishing returns in it. But this whole paragraph tells us what they're taking away, but doesn't say anything about what they're giving us, except tease, tease, tease. I mean, I guess, like I said, we'll find out more info tomorrow. Alright, now that is a beautiful image right there. Wow. That's an image of the new map. And if... I believe this is Royal Gardens. See, hi everyone, I'm Daniel Diaz, and I want to share with you some of the work we've put in the next map coming to you all very soon. Daniel Diaz, by the way, is one of the world builders for DD2, and just does amazing, incredible work. He's who designs the maps, basically. See, our main inspiration... Oh wow, main inspiration for this level came from Game of Thrones, specifically The Night's Watch and Castle Black. Ah, that's cool as hell. Some awesome combat concepts by artists at Trendy. Had a lot of fun working on it. I remember I started working on the front of the castle. If you wonder about the workflow, just take a look at the pic below. Complex geo work, a wireframe, colors, textures, collision, and then it goes to the UDK engine. Exclamation next hero in chat there, the strategic will get you a little rundown on all the heroes so you can choose for yourself. Finally, one of the biggest challenges for this level on the world building side was to create the ice cavern and backgrounds for the level. We had no concept art for them, so we had to explore and use our imagination. We can't wait to see you all conquer this frozen castle and reap the rewards for doing so. Nice. Well, I mean, a lot of good stuff coming. Of course, we're 24 hours away from getting the dev stream. The dev stream will have a lot of new info. But mods, it looks like, are no longer going to be an issue. If you play, you're going to be able to get the mods you want. That's good stuff. I'm not very overly excited about this whole diminishing returns thing without knowing what we're getting. I mean, right now there has to be more ways to apply the element. I mean, when you look at water, for example, as an element in the game, it does absolutely zero. It does nothing. It adds a little pretty graphic to your tower. It's not the water that we need, it's the drench that we need. So, I don't know. I mean, like I said, more info coming. I hate to be a negative Nelly right out of the gates, but it just doesn't look very good as far as what we lose versus what we get. That's unfortunate. But anyway, we got a new map coming. We got mod rerolls coming. And that is good stuff right there. No doubt about it. Alright, let's play some games. I was wondering, I was just wondering exactly, I mean, we still don't have any info, is a rough thing. Not having, I mean, we don't, you know, we just don't know. We needs more info. So, I mean, this was a dev log. It was not patch notes by any means. So patch notes will have the real deal in it. Let's see, where were we? They'll tell us tomorrow, sorry, we don't know yet. Tomorrow they're supposed to be letting us know the release date. Let's get back to this Molten Citadel I was talking about. Make it public here. Well, I mean, just CC in general. Shocking Revelation isn't used as much as people think it is on a high level. And you can't play 4-player with it. It just doesn't work. If you're playing in a full group and you're using, there's a reduction, and there's already diminishing returns on Shocking Revelation. It's just not diminishing returns. It's player-based. If you have 4 players in your group and you use Shocking Revelations, it does almost nothing. The stun time just gets reduced so heavily. Did I make it public? Yeah, I made it public. Feel free to hop on in and join me. Just gonna have a little fun. The main thing that I don't like is I liked using all that CC stacking. I thought that was really fun. I mean, you had to use your brain other than to just spam stuff on the ground. You know, you had to play around and know what stacks with what. I enjoyed that aspect of the game, so I'm hoping the elemental combos they put in make it worth, you know? What's going on there, Kai? What's up with the question mark? Anyway, I mean, you know, needs more info. As always, needs more info. What else we got in our deck here? We got some Earth Shatters. Do I have enough? We got 430. Well, we only need 360 for Earth Shatters. No, it's not going to allow you to set that, but why would you want that anyway when you can reroll the mods? You only need one of a mod. If you don't have Shocking Revelations, go get a Shocking Revelations. Any Shocking Revelations you get, and then go do the new map. Yeah, I just went through the whole devlog aces. Alright, we got 70 left. What can we do with 70? Practically nothing. Well, we can CC 2 of the lanes. I don't know. I'm very anxious to see what's going to happen with the elements. No, you can't do that, Kai. There's no way to do that. I've got a video on my channel on how to set up your bags for auto-looting. There's probably a link to it. If you exclamation commands, it'll give you a link to all the links. Mama wants some reggae. Yeah, anyway, mixed emotions. Gotta get more info, you know. Without more info, who knows? Just trancy downbeat music is all there, Radioactive. Thanks there, Jerry. Appreciate it. Well, I mean, it's all about the elements and how they work, and are they going to make the element itself apply the effect? Where, like, right now, the element doesn't apply the effect. Not, you know, it's the water. Water not drenching is the entire thing. Because that's the most desirable combo in the current system, is the electrocute combo. Exclamation commands, Kai. It'll tell you what's there. Or just go to the new player tutorial down below on my channel. Just go to my channel and scroll down, and there's a guides and tutorials playlist. It'll be in that playlist. What's going on, Alex? But no, it's not going to bring any new features on how to auto loot. You're still going to have to loot everything. You're still going to have to go through and sell everything. It's just sorting is getting improved, or there will be sorting. Right now, there is no mod sorting. So that's, you know, in my mind, that's awesome. Just gonna have to, people need to use that far right tab more often. What's going on there? Killa Styles Wilson, how you doing? I'm anxious to see more about the elements. I mean, obviously we know there's good stuff coming. The mod re-rolling is huge. The new map is huge. A little Night's Watch, Game of Thrones themed, and that's awesome. I just, at this point, with the limited info, just mixed emotions on the elements. I mean, just hopefully they make things interesting, and I don't know. I mean, what can you say? Things need to become interesting. That and things like a slow. Like, for example, the slow on Boostar. And I could see like a Frostbite Tower. But say you use the slow on Boostar. Right now, that's a constant. It doesn't really tick on the enemies. More info. I'll be anxious to see that dev stream tomorrow for sure. Yeah, that's true too there, Mama. It's more grind, but I mean, people say they want the guarantee. The problem with mods in general is there's no special items. Frost mobs are immune to slow there, Dave. All frost mobs are immune to slow. It's going to be like the re-rolling. It's not going to be super high. You're not going to just pop a couple of rerolls onto an item or onto a few items and get 10 out of 10s. I mean, sure, that'll be possible, but it'll be similar to the rerolling of the main stat, I bet. You'll have to put some heavy-duty rerolls in it. to get quality. And to get a 10 out of 10 with only 10 tiers, I would imagine to get a 10 out of 10 roll will be super rare. It'll be like the mod drop, or it'll be like the drop chance. It won't be an even chance of getting 1 through 10. The chance of getting a 10 out of 10 will be the same chance as a 10 out of 10 mod dropping. So it gives us another layer. I mean, it's going to be a massive, massive grind. There's no doubt about it, because it's going to take hundreds and hundreds of those reroll tokens. It's going to make it so that, sadly, it's going to make it so that no other map gets played but that other map. The new map is the only map that's going to get played anymore, I think. It's just going to be too desirable to do that map. I mean, not that I have a problem with it. I haven't even done it yet. I want to do it about 1,000,000 times. But, I mean, like I said, we just need more info. I mean, that was way too vague. You know, my initial impression is it sounds like stuff is getting taken away and nothing's getting added. But we know something's getting added, we just don't know what it is. So, I mean, I guess good for Trendy for focusing, getting the negative out front. There won't be any surprises about the diminishing returns. Everyone should know about it, you know? The mod drop chance has been increased very nicely. I mean, I'm getting a 10 out of 10 mod almost every day. Now, of course, I grind the game. I probably play more in a day than most people play in a week. But that means, like, any other player should be getting a 10 out of 10 mod once a week now. If you are doing an equivalent number of maps that I do on a daily basis. It's a sorting feature, not a looting feature. It's changing one thing and one thing only, this tab. So if you go all the way over to the right and you pick gear, for example, you're going to be able to sort it by mod quality. So there will be a mod quality drop down here for sorting your gear. Or you can go to, say, relics, and there will be a drop down for mod quality, is what's happening. It has nothing to do with how you loot things. You'll continue to loot things exactly the same way. Alright. You do 20 to 30 maps a day? Well, you're playing more than I am then. I mean, I have days where I do more maps than that. But I also have days where I don't do that many. I mean, on any day that I grind it out, I usually get a 10 out of 10 mod. I mean, they said they want you to average one every 4 hours of gameplay. Nothing good here. I got that half full bag, which stinks. It always forces stuff over to the second bag just doing one map. I guess I could take auto loot off this bag. You know what? I think I'll do that. Let me clear this out. I'll just make this I'll make this a random gear bag. I like having a fresh bag for the lootage. Let's see, bag options. Disable auto collect. And we'll change it so it's no longer a poo image. There we go. So now everything should be dumping into this one. So I got 3 random bags now. Let me just throw this stuff in here. Or 3 dump bags. There we go. Alright, sorry about that, guys, making y'all wait. Let's see what we want to do. What we want to do. Half tempted to turtle build this one. You know what? Let's do it. I haven't done a turtle build here in a long time. Well, you know what? The reason I haven't done a turtle build is because I haven't used walls. So let's not do a turtle build. We'll do turtle builds to check out the new blockades. Let's see what do we want to do here. I don't want to put cannons right at that entrance because they'll just get wrecked. Let's go. Let's CC it while we can. Sorry, Trendos. Another little dig there. Let's CC it while the game allows us to. I think that'll work. See, now over here, we can ball it out. Let's see. Something might get hit here. We'll have to put something up front to distract those kobolds or to hit the kobolds. Exclamation nuke in chat there, Kai. I don't really stop the stream to show mods when it's all right there on my channel. Alright, what do we got left? We got a ton of DU left. My opinion doesn't have diminishing returns. My opinion starts at 0 with Trendy. Trendy could care less what I think. I'm a guy that plays the game. I'm not anything special, you know? I'm just some other dude that's addicted to their game and plays it too much. Let's see. Crap, I completely took all the CC out. Let me add you back. Let's see. It's all earth shattered up. That Earth Shatter gonna hit? Yeah. There's Skyguard over there for the Earth Shatter. Yeah, that's a good idea. Drop it right there. What's that leave? 60? Well, we can do... Let's do this lane. Not really enough. 10 more DU would have been nice, but that will work. Gonna stream Anthem next year? Nah. Talk to Lightrayne. I'm not sure. I mean, we'll see. Still not bored yet? What's up there, Guy Brocker? Oh, I take lots of breaks. It's a pretty easy fix. Anytime you don't like a game's systems, you don't play the game, you play something different. You know, EA and Blizzard. I tell you what, it was a travesty what EA did to the last Star Wars game. An absolute travesty. Cannons hitting bridge. What bridge are you talking about? Oh, they're turning around? Because Battlefront 2 had the potential to be super, super fun, and they ruined it with that loot box system right at release and people's public opinion of it. I mean, I couldn't even stream the game. I loved playing it. I loved that Starfighter mode. It was so fun, and I got hated on for playing it. It's like, look, I didn't pay to win. I'm sitting here grinding it out. Don't hate on me. You know? But yeah, what EA did there is definitely a travesty. Yeah, you wouldn't think they'd do that again. I don't know. I mean, I've got mixed emotions about Anthem. I'm not sure if I'm going to play it yet. You know, it's too soon. Diablo Immortal trailer. Yeah, that Diablo Immortal. People were not. I mean, I understand why they're doing it. The numbers. Look at the numbers. I mean, Blizzard is part of a publicly traded company. It's all about the business aspect, and the business aspect says that there's more people playing games on mobile than there is people playing games on PCs or consoles. You know, and that's why they're bringing Diablo to mobile. Yeah, I mean, Anthem's got the potential to be a great game. We'll have to see how it goes. Sadly, the games, I mean, there's none of the big box games that are coming I'm overly excited about. I'm excited about a few different indie titles, like Satisfactory is going to be really good. You don't hear many people talk about it, but it's going to be an incredible game. Oh, you can buy gold in WoW now? Really? Or do you mean the illegal buying of gold? You can actually buy gold right in game now? That's crazy. We got it now, Jello. The Dev Log. I went through it. You can back it up to the beginning of the stream. I went through it all in the beginning of the stream. They posted it. They posted it as soon as I went live. It was perfect timing. I didn't know WoW was selling gold now. That's definitely pretty crazy. WoW was easy to get gold. I mean, gold isn't now what it used to be. You know, like way back when in like vanilla WoW, having enough gold to get that epic mount was like a big deal. But on the same note, you could go into town, change your name to whatever, tell everybody you're some hot gamer girl, and you got people throwing their gold at you to get them out. So there was that too. We actually did it as a little social experiment and had an epic mount like within 10 minutes. Just ridiculous. You can buy game tokens and sell on the auction house. Oh, I gotcha. Well, it's not directly selling it, but indirectly. Oh, you can pay for your subscription with gold now. Now that's a whole different story. That's pretty cool. I used to do that. I'm not gonna lie. Back in the day, I was quite abusive. Well, you don't have to really be Cambion, you have to pretend. I was a little bit on the abusive side with Ice Crown Citadel runs. I straight up sold Ice Crown Citadel runs for game time. My son, I had a ridiculous Prot Pally all decked out. And my son had a ridiculous Resto Druid all decked out, and we never paid for game time. We would sell slots in our Ice Crown Citadel raids for it. I can say that publicly now because I don't play any Blizzard games currently. They won't ban me. I like Burning Crusades too. I played all the way through Wrath of the Lich King, but I lost interest after that. That was the end for me. I played Cataclysm, but not like I did Wrath. You know, I mean, I got the Lich King mount. You know, I was grindy into it. Cataclysm, all I did was the 5-player stuff. Yeah, the poison from Poison Dark Tower can definitely crit. Just about, I want to say almost every source of damage in the game can crit. Your wife plays WoW, she's slowly converting to DD2. That'll be a big change for her. So yeah, for anybody just joining, we're getting mod rerolls, a new map. There's going to be changes to the elemental combo system, which will also bring along some diminishing returns to crowd control. But we don't have a whole lot of info on any of it yet. So, I mean, we'll get more tomorrow, but the full enchilada won't come until we get the patch notes. But tomorrow we will hopefully, I think they said we're going to get a release date tomorrow. So we should know when the update comes out. I'm debating on whether or not I should bother with a video on this one. Let's see, let's grab those cannons back. Cannons are fun. As we're just gonna we'll have more info available tomorrow than what's available today. That gonna work? That will definitely work. Got you some stun fire. There you go, Wilson. Quicksilver's got that lane already. Yeah, I went through it right at the beginning of the stream. There, Rambo. Yep. You know, we could go Earth Shatter. And we don't have to keep swapping heroes. I think it is too. I'm still sticking with my original guess. You guys go back 2 weeks worth of streams ago, my official prediction is Tuesday. My official, unofficial guess is that it'll come Tuesday. Alright, what do we got here? What do we got? We got a lot of leftover DU. I mean, usually that just means more volcanoes, right? That's more than covered. More volcanoes it is. Just throw them both right here, huh? Why not? Not enough for another. Well, I don't have another anyway. I think we're good. I mean, we could go what with another. We could go with Earth Shatter here. And we'll throw a Frostbite up front just for giggles. Yeah, I mean, if you compare, it hasn't happened every time, but if you compare trendy dev streams to update release days, most of the time it's a dev stream comes the week before the release, but not every time. I don't know. The thing is they don't have to make blockades stronger. They have to make blockades more interesting. So I don't know what they're going to do. If they just straight up are buffing blockades, then that will be very underwhelming. I mean, I'm ready to use blockades again. I got no problem with them. But they have to make them more interesting. They have to get some kind of a fun aspect into it instead of build a wall. You know, I mean, one of the main... Like me personally, one thing that I think would be ridiculously good for DD2. Now I know it's not going to happen with DD2 because it would have to they'd have to recreate the entire game. But maybe with DD3, but probably not because DD1 and DD2 don't have it. But I really enjoy mob pathing in tower defense games, where I can tell the mobs to go here. I think that would be a really fun aspect to get implemented in. I mean, it's not realistic for DD2, as it would, like I said, it would require completely remaking the game. And it wasn't in DD1, so I wouldn't guess it will ever come around. But yeah, like I said, it just needs... They need to become more interesting. If blockades... I mean, I'm all ready to start reflect beaming it and blocking it up, you know? I got no problems with doing that. As long as it's something interesting, you know. What blockades will be king? You know, maybe they'll change some of the DU costs on some of the more expensive ones. Like the Lavamancer blockade. It is, but it isn't more expensive. A Lavamancer blockade, a lot of times you can get away with using one, where with a spike blockade or... say snakes, you might need two. So when you look at it that way, it's the same DU cost. I mean, that's just not Dungeon Defenders is the thing with the mazing. I wish that it was some implementation of it. I tell you, if there was a way to combine... If there was a way to combine, like, DD2 and Orcs Must Die 2, you would have an absolutely silly, amazing game. You're able to path mobs. There was huge physics involved in the game. And then a rewarding combo system. where it felt like you actually got something out of the combos that you were using. But then have DD2's RPG type elements. And DD2's theme. The Orcs Must Die lore is, you know, I mean, who doesn't want to kill a bunch of orcs, you know? But there's definitely not a whole lot of in-depth lore with OMD. There was actually practically none with 1 and 2. But, I mean, the elemental, what they're doing to blockades and what they're doing to the elemental combo system will completely change how we build things, you'd think. I mean, I'm just hoping that the elemental combo system is viable and fun and usable right up front. If it's, we're doing this diminishing returns thing now, and you'll get the elemental combo system in the future, it's not going to be near as exciting. In fact, it will drive people away. So I'm sure they're going to add something in there. I mean, Trendy knows that. The Trendos know. More info required. That's usually the story after every trendy devlog. Need more info. But we'll get it tomorrow. And I'm assuming they're not going to tell us what any of the elemental combos are. They'll make us figure them out on our own. I don't know. I'm hoping they just put it in the patch notes. I mean, I got no problem with the experimentation and figuring stuff out. But if it was just there, then of course it could get added to the wiki and everything else. Yeah, there's no doubt there, minders. I think it'll work exactly like rerolling gear works now. There will be a crafting item that we get on the new map. You'll go to open the interface, you'll be able to click on the mod and reroll the mod, assuming you have the crafting material for it. I mean, that's just a guess, but that would make sense compared to their other systems. Alright, got the ingot. Yeah, we went through it already, guys. You can back up to the beginning of the stream if you want to watch the whole go through, but we did it right when the stream started. But in short, mod rerolls, elemental combo changes, new map. See, I gotta go look. I can't not look. Oh, derp. Onboard says he's got all 1 out of 10s. There's got to be a 10 out of 10 up here. No, both 1 out of 10s for me as well. I'm going to be just chomping at the bit, waiting for more info tomorrow now. Is it time to add water and storm damage to everything? Yeah, the sorting is going to be nice too. It's just everybody's going to have to get used to it. Because like right now, going through individual bags and sorting is not how you're going to want to do it. You're going to want to use this tab. So go here, look at all your weapons. You'll be able to sort by mod quality. Then look at your armor and sort by mod quality and relics and so on and so on. More and Nimbus. I'm spamming this one on board. Throw some volcanoes around, would you? More volcanoes. Probably won't even need the air with all these volcanoes, but why not? Oops. If you're playing on PC, most people use Discord in all games. Very few people use the in-game chat. I mean, that I find anyway. Maybe I don't know as far as like the general population, but I've actually never really used in-game chat features. I've always used like back in the day it was Ventrilo, TeamSpeak. Everybody used all that stuff. But now it's Discord. You know, TeamSpeak servers, of course, are not free. Or Discord's 100% free. Alright. 2 more volcanoes, you say? Fine, then. Put one here. We got one there. We got something, a volcano for that lane. Let me put one on the middle. Will this hit? What all will this hit? This will hit the entire map. Practically. There we go. What do we got? Oh wow, we got a bunch of DU left. Anybody else got volcanoes? I need to set up more volcanoes, huh? No? Alright, obelisks it is. And what else? Snakes? Throw a couple of snakes in too, just for fun. So much DU left. Oops. It went up to dude up top. I'll drop it over here. It's already there, Razion. Head over to Trendy's website. You do exclamation news in chat, and it'll give you a link right to the blog. You just have to click on that first post. My Skyguard range, it's big, but it's nowhere near the cap. 6852. Can go almost double that. I mean, it's ridiculous as it is. I don't want to use vicious strikes on it. That new map looks awesome. I'll definitely be anxious to hop in there and check it out. Well, don't do it. Don't do it there, Ryan. It's like my Connection's getting a little sketchy here today again. That is quite frustrating. Hopefully it stabilizes. Yeah, my connection's bouncing all over the place. It's screaming Windows Update at me. That looks like Windows Update connection issues there. Looks like it's recovering a little. Lamb, thank you so much for subscribing. I do appreciate you. One lady orc sneaked by. It happens all the time. They don't get hit. They don't get hit. You know, it's the LSAs are single target. You know, that LSA is just there to buff the Flamar. Yeah, I think it'll be just that one new map. Oh man, my connection is taking a major poo here. I'm probably going to have to end up disconnecting here. Drenching Strikes is a great shard. It's not that big of a deal though. You're going to have tons of them. Yeah guys, my connection is completely dropping here. It's out and in and out and in. I'm assuming there's a Windows update sitting. I'll give it another minute here and see if it stabilizes, but this thing is screaming Windows update at me. Usually doesn't go quite this bad unless there's an update involved. Looks like it's evened out here. Hopefully so. We'll see. Wants more info. Yeah, Ali, sorry I missed you there. Just exclamation news in chat. The news is out. We got a new map coming. Mods are going to be able to be re-rolled. There's going to be changes to the elemental combo system. Blockades are getting buffed. And there's going to be diminishing returns on crowd control. I'm still anxious to see how that's going to work. Particularly with slows. Because slows are constant. Where stuns, I mean, it may just turn into a Boostar Frostbite Tower. The world of Boostars and Frostbite Towers. We'll have to see. Then, and I mean, if the thing is instead of making the walls necessary, they should make the walls more entertaining or more interesting. Everybody's really got their own opinion there, Khaled. It's whatever map you can do the fastest, basically. Gates of Dragonfall is pretty quick. Usually has a low mob count. I play on all platforms, Wilson, but I play on PC mainly. 99% of the time I'm on PC. Yeah, it might be. They just have to make it do something, you know? Oh, it will drastically change Onslaught. There's no doubt about it. Adding diminishing returns to crowd control will completely change Onslaught. Now, not at the low level. If you're below, say, floor 150, 200, it won't make much of a change to you. Doesn't look like anything good. Well, I guess I should say below floor 100. After floor 100, CC becomes pretty beneficial. Thanks for joining there on board. Appreciate it. I'd love to get more Warframe going on stream, but I gotta get my mic situation figured out with it first. Warframe and my microphone don't get along very well. Let's see. Start things off the way they should be. 2 volcanoes. There we go. Farming to get EV2. EV2's a beast. No doubt about it. So we got 2 spots open, it looks like. It's a public match. You can join right from the war table. Just look for the one that says Juice on it. Or you can join through the Steam group if anybody wants in. What's going on, David? How you doing? The news is here. Exclamation news in patch if you want to, or in exclamation news in chat if you want to read through it all, or you can back up to the beginning of the stream. I'll do a little overview video of it and get it up on the channel as soon as the stream is over, actually. Which means I will probably cancel the Twitch stream tonight and focus on getting that video recorded and out. Dryad's beast. Yeah, we're getting a new map, David. Elemental combos are changing. There's blockades are going to be getting buffed. There's going to be mod rerolling. So the new map will have a new crafting material that drops. And you'll be able to use that crafting material to reroll mods. And then with the changes to the custom name only stays 1 game. What? Well, that's silly. We don't know when yet, is the only problem. I debated on starting a new Stardew playthrough with some mods, Shelly. I've been playing Graveyard Keeper. I don't know if you noticed that. I know you're a big Stardew fan. Graveyard Keeper's really, really fun. It's quite addicting. Actually, I may sneak in some Graveyard Keeper late tonight after the update. Or after I do the update video. It's the Revenge of the Yeti incursion map there, Best Pirate Daily. It's a great map. It's called Hot Springs. Gonna be more snow on this map too. It's Game of Thrones inspired. What's going on there, Madu? How you doing? Man, it's days like today where we just get a tiny bit of the info that just drive me nuts because I want the info now. I'm not even sure, Razion. I know you have to use a separate launcher. So probably Nexus, yeah. I'm not 100% positive, to be honest. I've never played Stardew Valley with mods. I don't even know what mods I would play, to be honest, or what's available. I'd kind of have to look through them. But, I mean, I do like me some Stardew, so I'm definitely not against it. Exclamation news in chat there, Tears. Yep, mod rerolls. New map, mod rerolls. Elemental combo system changes. Mod sorting in your inventory on your far right sorting tab. What else? Elemental combo changes and diminishing returns on crowd control. Blockade changes, but I mean they were very elusive with saying blockades needed some love. So I mean, if all they did was stack more health on them, it's not going to make them interesting at all. But hopefully they give them the ability to do more things, which we'll have to find out, you know. On Onslaught with the new system, Wreck and Tubenstein are at 600 and something. I'm not sure how far they pushed. You got Mugs is hot on their tail at 600 plus. What's going on there, MCNS? Hopefully. How could you not love Shocking Revelations? I'm hoping Shocking Revelations doesn't get nerfed too hard, because I want to still use it, but it's not going to be worth 120 DU if it gets smacked into the ground. I don't know what Ascension Mugs is. Ascension doesn't really mean anything. I mean, if Mugs did a reset, he would be at a ungodly Ascension level. I don't know about 17,000. That seems a little excessive, but maybe. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the leaderboards. Mugs has done a lot of Ancient Power resets, so more than is what is necessary. I mean, after 70, you get 0 bonus other than XP and gold. How big is the update? How the heck am I supposed to know how big the update is, Tears? It will be big. I don't know how big, but it will be big. It'll be several gigs, I'm sure. Yeah, you get range shards from Chaos 3 shard packs there in gaming. They're called Deadly Strikes. He's over 17k. Well, I mean, the benefit there is you don't have to... You can do it all on one hero. You don't have to have multiple monks, multiple anything. You can focus all your extra hero cards into more volcanoes. Alright, so I'm going to go back out to town and create a new group. I didn't realize the custom name of the map didn't stay as you continued on. That doesn't, like I said, that doesn't mean anything at all. All the trendies, really, David. Mark puts in absurd hours. For any of you all that use Discord, you'll see Mark is online all the time. Mark is working on the game at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. There is no new hero there, Demon. I mean, Mark puts massive hours in, but all the trendies do. They all work hard. No one can ever say that they don't put their heart and soul into the game, because they definitely do. Man, I got my phone beeping like crazy. I got a dog outside barking like crazy. Oof. The trendies, man, they work. They're not afraid to put the time in. Oh, look at that. Got me a Go Boo Boom. Another Go Boo Boom. So tempted to move that over to my Flame Auras. That would give me so much adding that to Flame Auras for Onslaught. Oh, you went to school with Lalta? I never knew that. That's awesome. Oh, there you go, folks. There's today's 10 out of 10 mod. Let's see what else we can get. Maybe I'll get lucky and get another one. That's the one thing that's nice about letting your loot fill up before you search it. Wow, there's a nice defense rate. We're supposed to find out tomorrow, Demon. Don't know yet. In Gaming, thank you so much for subscribing. I'll be putting a video out later today on it. Nothing else good there. Lalta went to Purdue. I knew he went to college. I didn't know where he went, though. With the changes to the loot, with the sort by mod quality, I'm going to definitely redo my bags again and make it a little bit more friendly for using the sorting tab instead of just going through each bag like this every time. Looks like it's just one. Welcome back there, TMC. man, so tempted to do something with that Go Boo Boom. Bear Force 1. Let's see what Bear Force 1 is selling. It's actually a good price on those clusters. I don't need any, but that's a good price on them. Alright, let me clear my crafting tab up a little bit too. Nice TMC. Awesome. Is there like a mod pack or something that changes like the experience, Razion? Let's see, let's dump some of this. Chaos 1 reroll token. I'm just going to get rid of that. Oh, it won't let you, or I can't sell it from this tab. I got to go into the actual inventory. I put that in the wrong bag. There we go. The pristine clusters, they're all of the crafting materials are sorted by tier. So plains are Chaos 1, 2, and 3. Shinies are 4, 5, and 6. And pristines are Chaos 7 and up. I'm gonna have to check it out. I mean, I love Stardew. I would love to have a Stardew playthrough going and that Graveyard Keeper playthrough going. That would be really fun to do. Alright, so we're back at it. We're on US West. Chaos 7. Do a high seas map. Let's go to the boat. Make it a public game. It's just called Juice. You can join through the Steam group too, if you're a member of the Steam group. You paid a little, that's a little on the high side there, Rambo. Oh, for 10K. Oh, wow. I thought you meant 10 mil. Yeah, 10K, that's obviously a steal. Yeah, the stack limit's 999 on the materials tab there, Razion. Thanks there, Leeson. Appreciate it. See, you got both Corrupt and Harmony and more Starfall. Nice, nice. Alright, anyway, here we go. Chaos 7, US West server. Feel free to hop on in and join me. Should have another, the December giveaway coming here soon, too. In fact, let me look. See if I got any messages regarding that yet. Nope, nothing yet, but assuming it will be soon. Alright, let's get this bad boy built up. I don't see any messages yet. But the December giveaway will be starting in the next day or two for sure. I'm glad my internet's stabilized. I'm not really sure. It was a Windows update, I'm telling you. It had to have been. Well, you have to melee there, Best Pirate. If you get in there with your Dryad and you melee, you gain corruption. You don't lose corruption. Is what it's all about. I'm just going to spam this one so I can get caught up on chat here. Sorry, all. Spammy, spammy, spammy. It has been spammed. Did I get all the lanes? Nobody joined. I did make it public. Feel free to hop in if you want. If you don't want to, that's all good too. Wow, my belly is growling at me. I tell you what I should do in that Stardew thing is put together a poll of a few different groupings of mods that look like it would be fun to play, and then let everybody vote on it on the community tab. Shelly done came and mentioned Stardew Valley again, and after Graveyard Keeper, I've definitely been craving a little Stardew once more. Who we got there? Iceman. Tell you what, guys, my allergies are going crazy. I've got to go blow my nose. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, but life, it happens. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. It's been, it's the rainy season in the Pacific Northwest. Anyway, it looks like nobody else wants to join. And you combine the rainy season with it's been just exceptionally warm compared to normal, and there's just all kinds of mold and crap in the air. It looks like, looking at that picture, it looks like Royal Gardens. Hi, John. I'm assuming you're familiar with the DD1 map, or the DD1 maps, but it really looks like Royal Gardens to me. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I think it is 2. And we get VK Zord. Now, I'm not positive, so don't quote me on that, but I get a Royal Gardens vibe off that map. Looking at that screenshot, anyway. No, they've been quite clear with saying it will never be cross-platform there, Rambo. Although it would be a wonderful addition, it's just not realistic. So it's just not going to happen for DD2. Well, you're just looking in the wrong place there, Wilson. You need to join a PS4 community or join the official DD2 Discord. Coming onto a stream chat and trying to find matchmaking from there is generally not going to be very effective for you. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely, we know that there's the new map. I'm still anxious to see an Aquanos inspired map. Or King's Game. I'd love to see King's Game or even Moonbase. As a new player, you should just focus on getting through the progression there, Leeson. Get yourself to Chaos 7. Not really focus on any specific gear or mods. As a new player, the first thing you want to do is get to Chaos 7 and find all the shards you need. So, progression and shards is what you should focus on, in my opinion. We got... Sorry about that. Like I said, we got massive allergy problems going right now with all the rain and plus the heat, with it being warmer than normal. The wife and I are both choking to death here. Need to get away from the coast. Your chances of getting carried would probably be pretty slim there, Lisa. And you can try that, but it would be really slim. Exclamation news in chat there, Matthias. It already came. We are no longer waiting. It has arrived. It actually arrived right away. As soon as the stream started, which is awesome. New map. Mod rerolls, mod sorting and inventory, new elemental combos, changes to blockades, and diminishing returns on crowd control. Yeah, if you add any element to your bees, it turns it into magic damage. It does indeed. You. Crap. Am I going to lose out on my pirate mod? Must pay attention. If you're it's not about getting carried. I mean, why even play the game? I just don't get it. I mean, I guess the social aspects of it. But if you're just straight up looking for carries, I know Wilson's all about the carries. If you're just straight up looking for carries, play something else. Good lord. Play something that you play. Dryad does both. Best prior, her melee attacks are physical damage. And her abilities are all magic. Same can be said about any hero. Abilities are magic. Primary attacks are physical, with almost every hero. There's some difference with some different weapons, and then of course if you put an element, like if you have a bow and you throw fire damage on it. So there is some ways that you can change that up, but as a general rule, abilities are all magic and primary attacks are all physical. Yep, new map. I'm surprised they got another map out that quick. Another new map. This is good stuff, though. I don't really recommend using an element on any weapons. I mean, that will probably change come next week or whenever the update hits. Make elements great again, you know? I mean, I'm sure it'll be worth it after the update to use some elements. Right now, it's not, though. As far as today, you know? There's a ton of stuff there, Nandish Pandish. There's actually videos specifically designed for returning players. If you click on my channel and then just scroll down, there's a guides and tutorials playlist, and there will be at least one video on there on on players returning to the game from back years ago. Well, thanks there, Speedy. Appreciate it. But it's definitely a new game, no doubt. I mean, versus 3 years ago, you won't even recognize it. So many changes. This is another one of those loud songs, huh? Actually, wasn't that long ago there, Leeson. I mean, as far as the overall development time. The metas kind of went... Well, originally it was cannonballs with stun. Cannonball stun was how you won. Then it went to using the electrocute combo with geysers, Huntress geysers, and lightning auras. And lightning auras weren't single target back then. It was like a flame aura now, and flame auras didn't exist. Well, I think that's what most people did that came in super early, their PH. I mean, I did that stream the day that it went live on Steam when the non-disclosure agreement got lifted, and I didn't play it again for like a couple of months. But then as more and more got added in, I started slowly but surely getting hooked on it. Yeah, anyway, after I was going through the metas, after geysers and LSAs, it went frosty traps, and you used either explosive traps or explosive traps with a element shard on it, or not a shard, but an element skill sphere, they were called back then. Then after that, I think came the Abyss Lord and Archer spam. You could just spam archers all over the world. And then after that came the PDT spam, where like PDT plus anything else won every map. And then it got into more of the current era or current times of stuff. After PDTs became the rise of flame auras, and flame auras never went away. And then there was a big bee spell with people spamming bees mixed in there too. And now it's weapon manufacturers are popular. Flame auras are still pretty much. I don't have the exact infos or the specific info from Trendy, but I would guess the Flamar is probably the most used defense in the game. Yeah, Protean Shift was definitely... It was a big changing point for DD2, adding in the mods. I'm being greedy now, but man, I really want to see another 10 to 10 mod today now. Once one more. Welcome back there, Erica. You guys got me thinking about Stardew mods now. Any Stardew mods that anyone recommends? It's just not a super popular game, Speedy. It's got a real small player base. There's several Twitch streamers, but there's very few people on YouTube. What's that? Unique crit? Yep. What's in the box? Frost explosion. Nothing spectacular. $25.24. What, 300 more 300 more ascension and I'm at my highest point. Well, same map. I'll have to throw some volcanoes in this time. See if I can leave 200 DU. And where do we want volcanoes to go? Ooh, we got lots of DU left. Oh, they're both in deck already. Perfect. Assuming right in the middle, right? Fantastic. That should work out. Yeah, well, it does, but it doesn't. How that works, how that system works, is every tier, once you max a tier, the previous tier will always drop 6 of 10. Now, or pardon me, once you max a tier, the previous tier will drop 10 of 10. prior to maxing a tier, 6 to 10 is the highest you'll get. So, like, if you had a full set of Chaos 8 gear and you came into Chaos 7, the stuff would all drop 10 of 10. Like, right now, if you're in full Chaos 7 gear and you do Chaos 6, it all drops 10 of 10. So, it's based off of your progression. Like, this is my best, as far as champion score goes, this is my best geared hero. And I've got 1 Chaos 8 piece. Not including relics. Relics don't count. Only armor and weapons. Yeah, we could get an obelisk in there, huh? I didn't have a mystic in my deck, so I was going lazy mode. I actually debated on doing that. You know, also, like, in theory, if you had a full Chaos 8 set of gear, if you bought any of those Wayfarer weapons, they would drop a Chaos 8. Well, thanks there, Speedy. Appreciate it. Let's see. There you go. You guys happy? You got an obelisk. It looks like a face. 2 eyes and a nose. Some big old eyes, though. It's like a bird. Looks more like a beak than a nose. Ooh, let me just jump off the world here. Yeah, I'm gonna be staring at the clock all day. I want tomorrow to get here now. I really want I want to see that dev stream. Bye-bye 10% bonus. Don't know what you mean. Mega Rock is good theoretically for damage. And then the stun, the volcanic shock is really good for the stun. The like lateral blast is if you wanted to use it as a wall, basically. If you wanted to pop it in a lane and use it as a wall, it's got a really short range on it. So it won't really hit many enemies unless there's enemies come, you know, approaching up to it. Yeah, the Adept is really fun. How many new skins do we get? I don't know. I mean, we know that Dryad winter skin is going to be there for sure, but we don't know anything else. To the score there, Jesper. Nobody cares about the score. It doesn't affect the experience you get or anything else. It's only the score. It don't matter how many times you die. There's no penalty for dying in DD2. and die as much as you want. The score system is kind of broken, so no one pays attention to it at all. It's never a waste there, Iceman. Look at it this way. It freed up 10 spaces out of your inventory. You know? It just cost you 10 million gold for 10 inventory spaces. But yeah, Alan, Mastery is all about the shards. So if you have the shards and decent mod setups, it becomes a lot easier. Smash Ultimate hits today, doesn't it? Suck. I'd be excited about it if I could play it, but I don't have a Switch. But yeah, that game will be super fun. Anybody that can play it's gonna have a blast. You can join through. Well, actually, it's not gonna show the custom name on the war table now because we've continued on. But you can join through the Steam group, Erica. We're in Chaos 7 today, though. You have to have Chaos 7 unlocked to be able to join. Yeah, I'll be jealous of everybody playing Smash. But I won't be able to play it, sadly. I'm still debating on Mega Man. If Mega Man 11, they don't do media codes. There's no way for me to get the game without having to pay for it. And, you know, broke is broke. But if Mega Man 11 goes on sale during the holiday sale for 50% off, I'm seriously debating on it. Yeah, the auto subtitles are really bad. I'm doing Chaos 7 today, Erica. Sorry. Nothing for me in Chaos 2. I'm trying to get a little XP. And hopefully some mods. There we go. We got a fourth. We got Jeff in here. Yeah, I'm sure eventually probably they'll get around to that. To balancing some of the more useless shards, or the less commonly used shards. Right now there's quite a few shards that nobody uses at all, you know? Like, people use it just to test it and play around with it, and then it never gets used again. Not been many people waiting their VK Zords, so don't sweat it. Nobody's saying that they haven't been able to get in, because it's, I mean, we just now filled up, you know. So I wouldn't worry about it. Not a whole lot of people grinding right now. Everybody's waiting for the new info. I put those in there a little too close, I think. Want to see how many shots. That obelisk, of course, is map wide, but... yeah, they're still taking shots. Plenty of room. Oh, I couldn't agree with you more there, MCNS. Just events, period. I mean, I personally think that there should be some kind of a weekend event at least once a month. Personally. But Trendy just doesn't do events, you know? They're just very, very rare. Maybe a few times a year is it. I mean, it makes the events more special, but right now they're so rare, people are half of the player base doesn't even know they exist, you know? But I would love to see, you know, some kind of a weekend event once a month or whatever. And they teased back a long time ago that they were going to do more of them, and they changed their system and set it up better for doing events, and then they never did any events. But, I mean, XP is... The problem is Ancient Power. They don't want those few people that, you know, like... What, Nictus, I think, is at 200 AP? Is he at 200 AP now? So Nictus is getting 1,000% experience bonus all the time. If they had like a double XP weekend, he would end up going up like, I don't even know, some ungodly amount of ascension levels just for one map. He would end up going up like 10 or 15 levels or something ridiculous every single map he did. But the thing is those players are so few and far between, you know. If there was a double XP weekend, I would grind DD2 non-stop that entire weekend, personally. I would stream 12 hours a day. Because something like that for me would be hugely beneficial. Where the people that have gone through and reset a bazillion times, they're getting such a massive bonus where for them it's not that big of a deal, because they're already at an absurd ascension level and getting a massive XP bonus every map they do, you know. I mean, look at Muggs as XP. Somebody said he was some ungodly level. In fact, I'm going to look at that again. I'm going to peek real quick while this runs. Let's see. Dungeon Defenders leaderboards, where you at? Yeah, Muggs is 17,399 Ascension. 17,000. Nictus is 8,000. Reggae is 6,000. Just crazy. Peaky is 4,700. Absolutely insane. Equum is 5785. Just some absurd levels. Blade on PS4 is 5700. The Bad Wolf is 52. Nigiri Toro is 4200. Savage is 4800. Maz is 7900. I mean, the only one that's completely blown out absurd is Muggs. Muggs is out of control. No doubt there. Well, you wouldn't think they would, Mama, but they do. I mean, they've said it. They said with the Ancient Power bonuses between Gold and XP is why they've been reluctant to do weekend events. You know? I mean, they can't do a Gold event anymore because it would completely just blow out the economy. But, I mean, I would love to see them. Like I said, I would grind it out. I mean, right now on the weekends, I play other stuff. I do a DD2 thing for a few hours on Saturday, and then, like, all day, the rest of the day Saturday, and all day Sunday, I play other games. That would definitely not happen if it was some kind of a double XP weekend or whatever going. I would be grinding it out big time. What's going on there, KX? How you doing? No, it's not additive. It's multiplicative. So, like, I'm at 42 ancient power, so I've got a 210% XP bonus. If I did, if there was a double XP weekend, I'd be getting 420. 420. Yeah, Muggs has the most ascension and the most gold. He hit the gold cap back like a month or two ago. He ran into the gold cap. He was the first person to do it. You know, 32-bit signed integers can't calculate a number over the 2.14 billion. Yeah, Muggs hit it. But it's that massive bonus. I mean, he gets a ridiculous amount of gold. What's in the box? Go through my inventory after this run, since I've got the only 3 bags now going to inventory. Nictus will be up there too. Nictus is a heavy grinder. I mean, he'll play 18 hours a day if he's got the, you know, he can do it and not get bored with it. Let's see what we got. Get rid of all that muck. Nothing there. All right. Defense rate right here. Nope. Proof that showing confidence while opening shard packs nets you no shards. You know what? I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep every elemental mod that's 5 or more over the next few days until we find out more info about what these elemental changes are going to be. I want to have plenty of elemental mods to test with and play around with. I'm going to keep all that stuff. It's going to fill my inventory like a mofo. We'll know tomorrow, probably, more info. Is it time to start hoarding elemental mods? I actually have pretty good, I mean, 1 out of every 20 probably that I call it like that, minders, it works. The music's too loud? See, the music is showing really low on my decibel meter. Or not low, but it's showing plenty low. Let's see. There we go. I think it, once again, I think it was just that song. But it's low now. Alright. I'm gonna get some, I haven't had the time to go through and download it all yet, but I'm gonna get, Bit of a hard rock playlist going. Damage buff chip. Not sure if that one's going to be usable, but I'll keep it. I got so many uniques, it's ridiculous right now. So I'm not going to save a 7 out of 10 unique. A mini boss chip. Now that's a thought. Something to play around with the nuke monk, particularly. Now I'm just keeping too much stuff. My bags are going to be overwhelmed. Alright, there we go. I can never get it right on top of there. There we go. Without jumping up there. You got some 10 of 10 storm servos collecting dust there, Blade? Well, hopefully they come to use, you know? This is way overkill. Spam builds. It's a special live tutorial today, folks. It's how to beat Chaos 7 in Chaos 8 gear. Sorry, I'm just feeling exceptionally lazy today. You guys gotta give me that. How to beat Chaos 7 in Chaos 8 gear. Put any defense anywhere on the map and win. Everything I've got, every single item I've got placed right now is Chaos 8. Next up, we'll do how to beat Chaos 1 in Chaos 7 gear. How to beat Chaos 3 and Chaos 7 gear. That's a lesson we all have to learn, Jesper, with those deadly strike shards. No doubt about it. First rule, upgrade everything. If you can't hit a mob that has 100,000 health for 10 million, you're not doing it right. Here we go, we got a fourth. Here we got Wambambo. $60 maps in and not one yet. Ouch. I tell you what though, Jesper. It'll be so nice when that grind is over. You'll be so satisfied once you get your deadly strikes. And it is a crazy, crazy long grind. I mean, it's not out of the question to think it would take you like 1,000 maps to gild one deadly strike shard. That is extremely realistic. I mean, that would be some terrible luck. But that is very realistic. It's hero health. I'm stacking hero health now. since I'm for the higher onslaught. I don't switch my gear up between just grinding Chaos 7 and doing onslaught. So like this is my floor 200 plus onslaught hero. Still gets one shot. Well, it depends on how they do it there, Lassie. If they do it so walls are required, then it's going to get mixed responses. If they do it so that walls are fun again, then people will embrace it, you know? So, I mean, it depends on the implementation. Walls don't force you to be active. Walls allow you to be more AFK. There's no doubt in my mind I will AFK way more maps using walls than without. You got a security blanket. Not using walls, you don't have a security blanket, and that stray lady orc can and does sneak through. It just happens. With walls, that wouldn't be a non-issue. You don't have to repair them if stuff's dying. Walls are a last resort. They shouldn't, I mean, they should never be, other than like newer players that are just progressing in the game. Even when you use walls, your walls aren't there to take damage for mobs to bunch up on. The walls are there as the last resort. But nah, I mean, if you've got a wall with 10 million health and it took 100,000 damage, why bother repairing it? Let it sit. Who cares? You know? Unless it's getting beat up. The thing with crowd control is fun. It allows you to stack different forms of crowd controls in various ways to make it extremely effective. Now, by putting diminishing returns in, they're going to have to add that level of fun to walls, or people are not going to be overjoyed about it. They're just going to feel like it all got nerfed. Instead of changing their playstyle, it'll be their game got nerfed, is what they'll think. But, I mean, hopefully there's enough positive in the mix with the new map and the mod rerolls and all that that will eliminate some of that. And the new elemental combo system. It will either make crowd control useless, or it'll make varying your crowd control and using slows and stuns on top of each other more necessary, in my opinion. So, you know, we'll have to see what happens. If it makes it so that crowd control is useless, to me it loses a lot. If it makes it so you have to be more creative and go with that boost aura with the slow, a frostbite with the slow, a sand trap with the slow and stun, and a proton beam with the slow and stun, then I'll be happy as hell. Because I love mixing those builds up like that. The problem with just making it a straight up walls is the game becomes, can you power through it or not? Everything becomes a brute force build, where you slap down walls and you cover it with defenses. And do you have enough power to complete it, or do you not have enough power to complete it? That'll be the only question. You know. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. That's the thing, is it's a free-to-play game. A free-to-play game with this much grind doesn't need more difficulty. It needs ways to alleviate some of the grind. If you want to make a game straight up difficult, then make it so that you play through the game, you beat it, and you're done. And then add in all the difficulty that you want, you know? But when it's a grind game, that you have to do the same thing over and over and over and over again, difficulty doesn't bring any enjoyment to it. In my opinion. I mean, higher difficulty, like right now, you get higher difficulty with no reward. So, I mean, innately, the base game has a problem. Because, like right now, there's no reward for pushing higher in Onslaught. Oh wow, nobody picked random map. Everybody picked replay. Or did I miss something? Well, no, because you start off early game, you start off using like boost and frostbite minders. And then, you know, say boost, frostbite, and cannonball stun, and then you'd work your way up to it. Get some snakes in here on this one. Actually, I got 2 volcanoes. Let's throw 2 volcanoes down real quick. We'll put them up top. I mean, the original 4 heroes provide lots of CC. I mean, what? They've all got CC, right? The Huntress has got a geyser trap, plus she can oil. The Squire's got cannonball stun. The Monk has boost auras. And the Apprentice has frostbites and earth shatters. So, I mean, there's tons of CC available with just the OG heroes. Let's get some snakes in here, too. So, I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm not a game designer. I'm just some dude to replace it. If elemental combos are a way to completely replace the CC, I would like that too. I mean, we'll have to see, you know. Oh, it feels like I got no range on these snakes now. Yeah, I got the right relic on it. They just feel really, really rangeless. Well, I'm assuming the diminishing returns will be per CC type. So you'll get, you know, like all stuns will be created equal, all slows will be created equal, would be my guess. Now, I don't know. I'm completely guessing. But I would guess that's how they'll do it. Wow, tons of DU left still. I mean, tomorrow we should know some more, and then of course when the update hits, we'll get the full patch notes and know the whole deal. Excited to get more info though, you know. Trendy always leaves us craving more info. No doubt about that. That and the thing with diminishing returns, like with stuns, for example, is it would make the stun last. You know, say each time it stuns, the effectiveness of the stun drops by 50%. So the first stun of a weapon manufacturer would be 1 second, the second stun a half a second, and so on and so on. I would guess you're still going to be able to stun enemies long enough to kill them. But I mean, like I said, you know, who knows? Who knows? It'll be, you know, a lot of rethinking the game for sure. And it all comes down to those elemental combos, you know? Did we get there? Brick Studios. Without a doubt, you can have the best one. The best slow in the game right now is stacking Boost Aura with Frostbite Tower. That's both OG heroes. It's a complete roadblock. Nothing can make it through it. I've been doing a lot of videos about it the last week or so. See, we got Bobby Boo 92. Oh my god. Jose would be so proud if Bobby Boo 92 realized how much of a legend he was. It's the only player's name that Jose can remember. Holy crap. That deserves tier 5 volcanoes. Almost every dev stream, Bobby Boo 92 is the wild card for giveaways. Meaning, if Bobby Boo 92 wins, then there's automatically another winner. It's good stuff. I thought there was going to be a way to jump up there. I saw somebody climbing these ropes last week, and I don't know how they were doing it. One of the volcanoes has no relic on it? That's possible. 2.86 million DPS. Nah, they both got a relic. This relic is just does not have an optimal setup. This relic is set up for stun, and this volcano is set up for stun, and this volcano is set up for damage. Actually, this one's not upgraded all the way yet. It may be the other way around. Or no, it looks like they're about the same now. I need another 100 mana before I can check it out. They both have a relic for sure, though. There we go. Can I get the mana? Nope. There we go. Here it is. Let's see, 3.12 and 3.51. Yeah, this one's set up for stun and this one's set up for damage. So this one gets a half a mil more at tier 5, but doesn't stun. Oh, it says 6k DPS on your screen? Yeah, buggy tooltips. The news actually came already, Tammy. Exclamation news in chat will get you a link to Trendy's blog. The TLDR is we're getting a new map. We're going to be able to reroll mods. There's going to be better mod sorting and inventory. Elemental combos are being changed. And crowd control is getting nerfed. Going on, Twinkie? How you doing? Well, there's no patch notes yet. That was just little teaser information. It was a dev log. There's not a whole lot of info there yet. All right, see what kind of piratey mod we get here. Eh, 3 of 10 turn the tides. Not spectacular. Yep, mod rerolls. It'll be just like, I mean, it's gonna be random, you know? It'll be just like re-rolling a main stat now. Your chances of re-rolling it to a 10 of 10 are gonna be really low. It's not like there's 10 different levels and you're gonna have a 10% chance to roll it to 10 of 10. That definitely won't be the thing. Got finals next week, and then you get a little holiday, huh, Twinkie? Nice, nice. But yeah, I mean, theoretically, you could roll a 1 of 10 to a 10 of 10 without a doubt. Why, yes, please. I'd love a volcano. I need to get my Ascension up more so well, actually, I've got the hero cards now to make more volcanoes. Just a matter of doing it. These guys got some generic names. Yeah, we're still Chaos 7. Armory Path 1, Armory Path 2. Maybe I've just never noticed. Definitely some generic names there, though. Well, I mean, there will be a choice, though. That's the thing. I'm assuming it'll be just like the stat reroll. So, like, for example, let me find something to reroll here. How far is that away from perfect? That's pretty close. That one's off a little ways. Like, for example, right now, I can reroll this item for 6 pristine motes and a pristine talisman and 25,000 gold or defender medals. I'm going to go gold. And it gives me an option. So my old roll is 99.13% of the max stat. The new roll option is 66,000, so that's a no thanks. And then you can try it again. I mean, I'm not going to get better than 99.13 without going through 100 rerolls, so I'm not going to do it, but I'm assuming it'll give us an option like that, where there will be a no thanks in the mix. I mean, there has to be. If not, it would be really frustrating. It'll be something along those lines. So, I mean, I like it. I think it's great. In fact, it's going to encourage me to take more stuff up to Chaos 8 once I can get it perfect, you know. James Droniak, thank you so much for subscribing. Right, I think we're good, right? You know what? I'm going to bust out the Adept. Try to get me a better Shocking Revelations. Or does it even matter anymore? Because I'll be able to reroll. Well, on that aspect of it, it allows you to play the hero you want. That's a good thing. You won't have to be targeting specific mods, because you just get one, and then you can reroll it till it's perfect. You just have to grind the new map. Most people, if you have Vicious Strikes, Tammy, most people are using Defense Rate, Deadly Strikes, and Vicious Strikes with a Shocking Revelations mod on it. If you don't have Vicious Strikes, then you're going to want to use the same shards, but go with defense range mod as well. Well, gold is the easy part, because you get it from anywhere. I mean, as long as they don't make it cost gems, which they can't do that. They won't make it cost gems. But, I mean, as far as getting gold goes, you know, if you're short on gold, go play another map, and then re-roll it, you know. That's an easy fix there. Or sell something. People that actively sell in the markets make tons and tons and tons of gold. Nah, I was answering her question about weapon manufacturers there, KXM. Did I say Shocking Rev with the... Yeah, I did say Shocking Rev with the Adept. That was, I misspoke. I meant, Shatterquake. And Blizzard would make it cost gems, probably, huh? Trendy won't make it cost gems. There's no way. I mean, it would make the game pay to win. Because there's just, right now, getting a perfect mod, even with the increased drops, it's still slim, you know? I like it. I love the thought of being able to reroll mods. Yeah, I'm trying to get a better Shatterquake. My Shatterquake is good right now. But it's not 10 of 10. But, you know what? I'll be able to re-roll it now. I'm going to get that melee boom off there too. I don't know what I'm going to put on. I mean, if I found a perfect defense rate, I would probably go with defense rate. In fact, I'm going to come out and say it right now. With the re-rolls happening, I'm going to be using defense rate as a mod a lot more. Because a Chaos, if you plan on taking an item to Chaos 8, a defense rate mod alone takes all the defenses in the game down to the speed cap at Chaos 8. So, I mean, that frees up a mod slot. So you'll have a choice, either add more power, add one of the utility shards, I mean... Or, then again, on the same note, there might be a lot of defenses that get a big benefit from adding an element to it now, too. It'll be like the rest. It'll be gold or defender medals, is my guess. That's what all the rerolls in the game pretty much cost, so... Shatterquake's an awesome mod to use. The DD2 Discord is... got a lot of opinions. Obviously, we've all got one. I use it, though. I love it. It gives Shatterquake the ability to hit flyers. Because when a mob goes up in the air with Shatterquake around them, it puts the debuff on the... or it puts the dot on the flyers, too. And it stacks. I mean, it's an absurd amount of damage. It goes up over 1 million damage per second with the stacks. Now, if you're looking at it per mob and comparing it to, like, Melee Boom or whatever, or not Melee Boom, comparing it to, like, Anti-Melee, you're going to get a lot more damage as far as damage per second out of the defense by having Melee Boom, or the Anti-Melee on it. But you're going to lose other things. So, I mean, you can use it. You don't have to use it. I use it, and I love it. And I'm using it at a high tier. You know, I'm using it in floor onslaught, floor 200 plus. A lot of the haters in Discord are sitting at floor 60, complaining about the stuff. So, I mean, if you don't use it at a high level, don't complain about it, is my general opinion. You found a Chaos 4 7 of 10 damage buff on gloves. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the mods you'd want on a Nuke Monk for sure. the thing the DD2 Discord suffers from is it's all about brute force. It's all about killing the target dummy. It's not about effectiveness. Now, there's plenty of people on that Discord that have made it far higher than me. I mean, Recht and Tubenstein use that all the time. But they're not really the people that are saying that either. But it's all about what your calculator says will do most damage, is what all those guys go by, and not by actual effectiveness from using it. So, I mean, there's great info there, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot of opinionated info there that doesn't really have a basis behind it other than opinions. And here I thought the Cannon Ogre was still alive. But no, it adds straight up. In my situation, it adds 1.2 million DPS. What we got? Speaking of Discord, though, I teased it a little bit yesterday, but the public Discord server for the Juicy Nation is going to be coming back in the next week or two. Just a matter of getting things all set up. Of course, there will be a lot of DD2 fans there, but it'll also be catered to other games as well. Warframe, Fortnite. But all gamers will be welcome. Oh, it stacks like a mofo there, Zomadon. It is very, very stackalicious. Sorry for all the spam builds today, guys. Like I said, the allergies have got me feeling a little down, feeling a little lazy. See. Good enough. Throw another one there for the flyers. Perfect. It has been appropriately spammed. Now, realistically, I could have thrown one Flame Aura and one Lightning Strike at every entrance and probably been good. But, once again, we've got another How to Beat Chaos 7 and Chaos 8 gear tutorial. Just had the flu. Ugh, that sucks, Lassie. It's no fun being sick, that's for sure. Well, I'm sure they're going to do something to the blocks there, Zach, for sure. It doesn't matter, Brick. I don't care either way. If you want to build a lane, have at it. Weapon manufacturers are just not super effective in 4-player, or they're not as effective in 4-player. I would imagine after the diminishing returns get added in, they'll be completely ineffective in 4-player. Lasse. I'll just go with Lass and I won't mess it all up. Norway, huh? Nice. You think sand traps will be the new manufacturer? I'd love that. The weapon manufacturer is not a meta build now, though. That's the funny thing. It's nowhere near the most used defense in the game. That's what I mean. What meta means is the build that everyone's using. You know, you see a lot of people using weapon manufacturers, but it's certainly not used as often as Flamears is. Or probably even cannonballs for that matter. Now, nobody uses volcanoes. One thing can be said is volcanoes are not meta. Europe has a lot of Dungeon Defenders fans, all through Europe. It's rare to find the European servers dead. I mean, you can go pop into towns and even spam into towns all the time on US West and US East. And they're, you know, and find a very low player count. Yeah, bigger trigger radius on sand would be awesome. Weapon manufacturers were meta back in the Chaos 7 days when there was nothing else, yeah. That was because it was of speed. You could complete the map so quick, just throwing a 7-node weapon man everywhere. That, and there was cheese, too. People were doing the shard swapping thing and cheesing it. What would go good with just lightning and flame? Frostbite Tower would be the best addition to that. You want to take it really over the top? Boostara and a Frostbite Tower. Well, thanks there, Chia. Appreciate it. Well, that's the thing there, Geek Illustrator. For those that don't know, Geek Illustrator Dad does some awesome artwork. You should definitely check out a lot of it's on Twitter. Check him out on Twitter. Good arts. I'm checking your stuff out all the time, man. But yeah, it depends on how they do it. It's if they make it so you have to use it, people won't be happy. If they make it so that you want to use it, there's a reason to want it instead of needing it, then people won't be as happy, or won't be as upset. It all depends on what they do with those elemental combos. I mean, I got no problem with using blockades if they make them more interesting. You know, give the Mystic Snakes better range. I mean, make them hit. You know, let me put a blockade here and have that range hitting the enemies as they come out of spawn. I mean, I would love that. Nice, KX. Yeah, it's a great defense. I don't use it all the time, but it is a great defense. Frostbites are pretty easy. They only require one thing. That Frosty Power shard. Once you get Frosty Power, Frostbites are crazy good. That's what, in my opinion, makes Frostbites so much better than Boostars. Is Boostars require fine-tuning to be good. Frosty Power only requires one shard. Or Frostbite Towers only require one shard. There was a discussion on the DD2 forums about it, and I was kind of laughing to myself the whole time because the people were straight up comparing a Chaos 8 Boostar to a Chaos 7 Frostbite. And it's like, wow, really? The mod reroll? I'm not against the mod reroll. I mean, there's so much grind in the game. Alright, Iceman, take it easy. Where would you recommend 10 out of 10 range mod? There's lots of places you could use it. You could use it anywhere where you don't want to use deadly strikes, or with a defense that has a massive range. Like, for example, my Skyguard towers, you see how big the range is on my Skyguard towers. Let me find it. Alright, you can see it there. It's all the way over to the entrance to that building from here. I'm at about half of the range that you can get to on a Skyguard. So, like, a Skyguard tower would be a great place for it. The thing is there's just so much grind in the game now. Having the ability to reroll mods. I mean, it's not like you're gonna insta-win. It's gonna... my guess is it's gonna be at the same rate as you find mods now. So, I mean, if you just have to have a 10 out of 10, I bet you're gonna have to reroll that thing 200 times before you'd get one, would be my guess. It's instead of like an auto win button, it's more like a second chance, you know? Like, do the new map and get the crafting material required to reroll. And it gives you another chance at a better roll on the map of your choice or whatever. But, I mean, it's too little information right now to tell. I gotta do my inventory again, y'all. Oops, god dang it. Power transfer. Oh, I still feel dirty dusting a power transfer shard, but if that was on a relic, I'd keep it. I want to watch my elements too. I don't want to automatically sell an element. Like, there's a water chip. I'm keeping that. Just because I want to be able to play. There's a storm. I'm keeping that. We know that there's going to be changes to elements, so I just want to have this stuff available just to test, you know. Haunting. I see my Deadly Strikes is sitting up in the top right corner there. Let me get to it. Deadly Strikes right here. Oh, so close. I've got a bunch of fire servos now, so I'll let that 1 of 10 go. Also, with the mod rerolls, I'm assuming it will be where if you reroll a mod, it becomes untradeable too. So you don't have to worry about like the market getting flooded or whatever with 10 out of 10 mods. I'm guessing. I don't know, but I'm guessing. Like right now, if you do any sort of tinkering at all with a item, it becomes untradeable. There's a nice range. I'll keep that bad boy. I'm gonna have to go through and clean up a bunch of bag spots again in case there's another big grind coming. I like to be able to do a lot of maps. I'm not gonna keep that. Well, there's my second 10 out of 10 of the day. Sadly, it's a refund servo. Maybe that'll be useful with going back to using walls. I got no real problem with using walls. Don't get me wrong, everybody. I know I've been hating on it a little bit today. I got no problem at all with having walls down. I just got so used to using my using all my favorite setups, you know. Looks good. Crap, did I just cancel that one? Yep, I canceled that one. Alright, Twinkie, take it easy. I stream on Twitch almost every day there, Baggio. I stream to both. YouTube is my main priority, and Twitch is secondary. But my general schedule is I stream on Twitch in the morning. God dang it, wrong defense. I stream on YouTube in the morning and Twitch in the afternoon. I'm actually not going to be doing my late stream tonight, or I'm going to be streaming some Graveyard Keeper on YouTube later than normal, as I want to get a video done about the upcoming changes, and then make sure people are aware of the dev stream tomorrow. Blade ain't having no stinking walls. Well, what if you can put, say, earth damage on a mystic wall that gives that mystic wall a chance to stun there, Blade? What about that? What would you think then? Or what if you could put earth damage on Squire's training dummy, and it gave it a chance to stun or a chance to knock back or something like that? It depends. It really depends on what the element changes bring, you know? Depending on how in depth they went into the elemental combos is going to depend 100% with what my opinion is overall. I mean, you have to look at it all. That's the hard part. You know, it's easy to look at just the nerfs, but if you look at the whole picture, you know, it might be fun. You know, why not get some wet walls? Put say you got two walls. Put them one behind each other. And on the front wall, say use a Squire's Blockade and put water damage on it. And then on the back wall, use a wall with range, like the Mystic Wall, and put storm damage on it. And you got an elemental combo being generated right there automatically by your walls. I mean, there's lots of options of cool things to do. It's just, it all comes down to what they're going to do with the elements, you know? Wet walls should be a thing again. They were a thing before. Make it so. I won't feel bad about the water elemental shard not being allowed back into the game. Make it so, Trendo. Make it so. I'll make this one the last one for the day, as I do want to get a video put together of what is upcoming. And like I said, because of that, I'm not going to be doing my normal 4 p.m. Twitch stream, because it'll take me a few hours to get a video recorded and edited and uploaded with all the infos that we learned today. But if I get it done in a timely manner, I will. Right now, I want to do today anyway. I want to play one of two things. I either want to get into some more Graveyard Keeper, or I want to get into some more Mutant Year Zero. That game is awesome. Storm Spike with a wet aura. I mean, the options are unlimited. It's just all a matter. It's all a matter of what they do, you know. Rather a DPS defense elemental combo. Well, I mean, they're gonna have to change that with walls. Their blade. I mean, walls are always gonna go down in a few hits when you're on floor 6 million. You gotta take that into consideration too. I mean, you guys are what? What floor are you on now? 400 and change? Almost 500? Almost 600? I don't even know. I looked earlier. I can't remember what it said though. All right, there, Geek Illustrator Dad. Thanks again for swinging by. I do appreciate it. I'm gonna post you guys a link real quick. Let me see. Let me find it. Let me find it. Alright, here it is. If you all aren't already, go check out some of Geek Illustrator Dad's artwork. He's got some good stuff. $532. Yeah, I mean, if you're on floor 532, should your walls not be getting 1 and 2 shot? A Battle Royale mode of CSGO. I have not seen that. That'd be interesting. I enjoy the Battle Royale setup. The whole concept. I'm going to have to check that out. I'll head out to Tavern and check out my mods. I have been itching to play some Fortnite Battle Royale again. I was just talking to Rect about that last night. And that playground mode and stuff that got added in where you can completely build the map. That's awesome. That looks like a lot of fun. Where'd the music go? The music stopped. Or no, it's just starting. A slow start to the song. Alright. Not as much loot to look through this time, but let's check it out. Alright, here we go. My chance at redemption. What do we want? Defense rate. Oh. Exclamation news in chat there, Deontay, but the TLDR, new map, mod rerolls, better mod sorting, elemental combo changes, and diminishing returns on crowd control. Wow, another 10 out of 10. That's 3 10 out of 10 mods on stream today. That's absurd. Man, I'm having a lucky day today. How many maps was that? I mean, I don't even know how many maps we did, but it was what? 3 hours of stream time. That's a mod an hour. You get a pristine talisman from doing any of the pirate maps there, Jazz Goated, so you'll get it from any of the high seas maps. You got Plunderer's Paradise or the Jack Sparrow. Those rerolls, the pristine talismans will be in the victory chest. Anyway, everybody, that is going to do it for today. Keep an eye out to the channel for if you don't want to read through the whole devlog, as I will be doing a devlog recap video that will be out as soon as I can get it done. My guess is probably like 3 or 4 hours from now I'll have it finished. If I get it done quickly, though, I'm going to be back with probably some Graveyard Keeper on YouTube here. I'm not positive yet. But anyway, keep an eye out on the community tab of the channel or on Twitter. And I'll post it up there as soon as I know what I'm going to get done. But thank you all an absolute ton. Looking forward to the dev stream tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow, since Trendy Friday Fun is going, I'll be live streaming my early stream on Twitch, and then I'll be back on YouTube. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to want to do a video on the dev stream recap. So there's going to be 2 informational videos coming within the next 18 hours or 24 hours, 36 hours or so. 15 million gold. Dude, I am so broke at 15 million gold, if you had any idea, Mutant Flip. There was a time where I had almost 400 million gold. Anyway, but thanks a ton, everybody. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. The weekend is almost here. But thanks again, and I will see you all soon. Take it easy.